Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Under Embargo with Chelsea. Oh, what a relief. After that insane couple of games against PSG, we're back in the Champions League still. At the very least, we've managed to level off with what the board expected of us, which was to get to the quarterfinals. So that at least has hopefully got them off my back a little bit. But we've got good news. We drew Lyon in the quarterfinals, probably the weakest side of the bunch that we could have got, which was fantastic, considering I think we got a pretty harsh draw against PSG. And if we were to somehow get through against Lyon, we'd play either Atletico or Liverpool. So it's it's a bit of both. But if we were to get through to the semi, surely that would have the board really going, actually, this guy's got something here. And I genuinely think that it was mainly down to us playing a more aggressive approach, which is what I've utilised in both off-camera games, and I genuinely think this is the way forward for us, to be even more aggressive. This is Valentino Livramento, which is an absolutely brilliant name. He could be a Renaissance painter, and maybe he'll paint beautiful things from his right-back spot, but not just yet. He's doing all right for us in the non-competitive matches. A goal, 9 assists, an average of a 7.11. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on Makis Panagi as well. He's played a couple of under-18 games so far, but because he plays in a right-wing spot, he tends to come off the bench. I am training him as fast as I can to play as an attacking-sided right player. Hopefully next year we'll see a bit more of him, and I definitely want to give him some game time next season, if nothing else, But now, we must move on, because we've got off-camera games, we've got to talk about the league, very important, and then we've got 2 games today against Lyon with a Palace match in between. This is going to be an action-packed one. First up, though, a relatively straightforward 3-1 victory away at Aston Villa. You'll look at that and go, they had a lot of shots, and you'd be right. But they did nothing until the second half, and then they just flew at us. It was insane. Batshuayi gave us a very early lead. Ball was put across by Pulisic. Batshuayi headed it home. Pulisic was then sent through, and I say it was a one-on-one. It wasn't really. And I think the reason that it went in was because he took the shot, technically, and he was outside the box. It was still a one-on-one situation, but he drilled it low and hard from the corner of the box after being put through, and it went into the bottom corner. So fair play, Pulisic. And then Pedro added a header from a free kick directly after that to make it 3-0 to us at half-time. And in the second half, I think Villa had... I'd say probably 80% of those shots, not really that many chances, but shots nevertheless, in the second half, as they did get a goal back from Tyrone Mings from a corner. Bit annoying, but what can you do? But we did manage to hang on in the end for a comfortable, relatively anyway, 3-1 victory. And then, the next game. I thought, you know what, let's go and have a crack at Manchester United with a full-blown attacking assault. And, it would be fair to say that it worked. 61% possession we gained against Manchester United, one of the top 4 this season, who admittedly are starting to drop points, and it was so important that we got this victory over them. It is unreal, because there might still be an outside chance of us sneaking into that top 4 spot, because they're the only one we can catch, because they drew against Leicester away, and now they've lost against Chelsea away. They're dropping points against relatively weaker sides as well, but only sort of like the Leicesters, the Wolves, Spurs, those kind of sides that are just outside the European spots, but they definitely look vulnerable. And against them, we gave them nothing. At half-time, they'd had 1 shot and it wasn't even on target. Their only shot of the match was like a dribbly little shot that Kepa just picked up like it was nothing. Great stuff from us. Pulisic again, Olivier Giroud with another one. We could have had 4 or 5 goals in this game. Absolutely flawless performance. And this is why I feel like the attacking approach is the best one. United played a really sort of defensive 4-1-4-1 type of system, and it just completely backfired on them, and we smashed them. Only 2-0 albeit, but still brilliant. Because as you can see, we are only 3 points behind United now, albeit admittedly they do have a game in hand, and I think that's probably going to be the problem. But with 6 games to go, you never know where they could drop points. Who knows what their run-in's going to look like. There's still an outside chance, I think, of us maybe sneaking into the top 4, because it ain't going to be at the expense of any of the others. City and Liverpool on 80 and 81 points already with 6 games to go. They're both going to hit 90 points without a shadow of a doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal also hit 90 points this season too. United, no hope. In fact, I don't think they physically can anymore. Or maybe just about, but I don't think it's going to happen somehow. We could still get plus 80. So we can jump straight into that. So I think no, actually this lineup's pretty strong. We played obviously against Man United not that long ago. There's been no training since then, just rest, and that's the best we can really come up with, because we need a strong foot forward here, but we're at least playing the away game first. And I think if we just go to France, get a couple of goals if we can do, there's a real chance for us, because I don't think Lyon are as strong as I think they are. We'll see. Probably that will come back and bite me real soon, I expect. The one change I do want to make, though, is get Christensen out and Rudiger back in again. Mason Mount is unfit due to an injury, so we're probably going to have to just leave the bench how it is. It's good to see Hudson-Odoi back, though. He could have been very useful recently. But yeah, this is the attacking approach, and it just seems to work very nicely now. With Kante as that box-to-box midfielder, he feels more comfortable. So, pretty attacking, with inside forwards. Everything's going to be driving at us. We're going to go after Mendes as well. There's a lot of vertical tiki-taka going on from the other team, so we'll go after him like that. And we're going to go after Mendes as well. I think that's really our best bet here. We've just got to go there, and we're so good at scoring goals. I feel like we're going to get an away goal in this match. Whether we'll win, I don't know, but I just want to set this up for the home leg so that we can go out there and attack them, because, let's face it, we're not going to keep a clean sheet in either game, I don't think. This ain't going to be easy. Tammy Abraham has gone under the radar and not scoring for a while. Like, at one point, he was miles away on top goal scorer in the league, and now he's not even the top goal scorer. I don't think he's scored for about 3 or 4 matches. We can only do our best here, and I do think we've got goals in us, and I think we're good enough and strong enough. I just think the press is able of winning the ball off. Look, in these sort of situations, we're so good at winning the ball off of teams in those areas and breaking, and it makes a hell of a difference. We won't be able to keep as much of the ball against Lyon, though, compared to Man United, because they played such a withdrawn system. 3 yellow cards in the first 15 minutes, though, is a bit concerning. It's 4 yellow cards already. Emerson's free kick, and it's hit the post, and Giroud on the rebound, not quite. Both teams mostly just shooting from range at the moment. Not a lot of real creativity coming on here, and oh, God, Kepa! We might have tired ourselves out against Manchester United, but once the opportunity came to go, actually, we might be able to get in the top 4, I kind of just had to take it. Pulisic, here we go. Men surging in there. Can he find one? And Abraham! Oh! What a chance. That was a really good opportunity there for Tammy Abraham. A difficult header it would have been. Emerson's actually having a poor day so far, which is very unlike him. Oh, no. What a save. Can he dig across that? He can. Kovacic, can he get the shot away? Goes for Pulisic, and it's hit the post again. Oh, second time we've hit the post today. Well, no shots on target in the first half, but 4 bookings in the first half an hour, and that might be affecting us slightly, but I don't really know what else we can do about it. Reece James and Emerson have been somewhat ineffectual today as well. Be a bit of a disappointment, really, for all the heroics against PSG to just sort of go out on a whimper against Lyon like I thought we might. No chances really for either team so far, though, which is, I guess, something. We've hit the woodwork a couple of times, though. Kone looks dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, come on, Reece. 20 seconds into the second half and he's been red carded. Let me just move Abraham into the middle. Maybe make him a complete forward instead. Worst thing about that is obviously the suspension that's going to come along with it. That was very, very poor from Reece James. He's been run ragged a little bit as well, though, today. But, I don't know, we just haven't looked at the races from a defensive standpoint. Getting beaten too often. Kante, over the top for nobody. I don't know if we should stay on attacking or not now. The defensive setup, to be fair, it's only really limited us from an attack. Oh, back post, Memphis Depay goal. Is it? Yeah, it is. So often as well, we've created chances like that and the keepers have still been able to save them. That's one thing I would say. The amount of times in those off-camera matches we've had these sort of opportunities where a ball is whipped across at the back post and the keeper will just fly across and be able to save it, but not today. It's 1-0 to Lyon. God damn. That's a bit more aggressive. Oh god, Dembele's actually somehow won it still though. Tomori does brilliantly. Kovacic. Pedro again. If we could get a 1-0 draw and Pulisic! Yes! Oh, he's not offside, is he? Maybe with a specified focal point, we might actually have better luck at getting to them. Azpilicueta, look at the space of players in there. He's got to find one. He's somehow not found one. Kovac! We've got to make more subs here. I don't think Pedro's had the greatest game. Hudson-Odoi perhaps for a little bit. Oh, Tomori with an absolutely stupidly big tackle. Pulisic again, and he's gone for goal. Go on, look for number 20. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, what are you doing? I can't believe they've just done that. Yeah, by all means, just give them a goal. Like, literally, he's completely unmarked. I know it's a bit of a longer throw, but, like, then again, Rudiger still, like, I mean, he's actually tripping before the tackle even happens. And then, yeah. Ah, good lord. I don't know. His pressing out from the back. Watch Pulisic cut inside and do nothing with this here. I mean, you have to score. You have to score there. Or at least hit the target. Pulisic makes it 2-1 there, and there's a glimmer of hope. It certainly hasn't been helped by the red card. And the sheer amount of... I mean, we committed a lot of fouls today. But, yeah. 6 yellow cards is a lot. But we got so many yellow cards so early in the game. And I think maybe they just had a higher quality of dribbling player than perhaps Manchester United did. And Memphis Depay's double header has sunk us there. We are in trouble. Onwards and upwards, I suppose. Right, we're back. We had one game off camera, and my god was this one of those games, I tell you. Took the lead early on through Tammy Abraham. Kind of a one-on-one, but I think because there was enough players around him, it seemed to... Yeah, it's like the game interprets one-on-ones very differently. When you go through completely clean through on goal, you just never score them. But when there's enough players around the player, it does seem to create a different environment where they can score. So Abraham was able to give us the lead. Unfortunately, Victor Camarasa scored with Palace's first shot of the game. An absolute thunderbolt. Because of course it was. In fact, both their goals were absolute thunderbolts. no huge surprise there, scored a couple of long shots in this one. Thankfully, though, Tammy Abraham was able to equalise for us on 61 minutes. Reece James whipped the ball across, and there was Abraham with the header. It's nice to see him back in scoring again. It goes back to the head of the league in terms of scoring, but it's been a while, so for him to grab a brace today was important. And then a wonderful ball whipped in by Emerson, and there was Fikayo Tomori at the back post to just slide in and make it 3-2 to Chelsea. Thank God, because this game was end-to-end in places. Palace playing a 4-4-2 at first, and they were able to get in behind. Once we got in front again, though, we went back and dropped the back line a little bit, and they were able to get through us again after that. Thank goodness. But it was a complete end-to-end match. Unfortunately, Man United beat West Ham 1-0 with an Anthony Martial goal, so we're still 3 points behind them with them having a game in hand. I think it's unlikely, but we're still pushing for that top 4, because I think that might be our only shot of Champions League next year, because being 2-0 down to Lyon, it's not ideal. So, changes we want to make. Obviously, I rested a few players for that game, so Pedro can come back in and be fresh. I played Mason Mount instead of Kovacic, so Kovacic can come back in too. Unfortunately, Reece James, I also played him because he wasn't going to be able to play today. It's going to be Azpilicueta because he does have a good cross completion record, and obviously I rested Emerson. He came off the bench in the end, so we should have a pretty fresh backline. Apart from Christian Pulisic, everybody's kind of raring to go, which is nice. I think Mounty will come off the bench here. So that's going to be the lineup we're going to go with. We've got to go all-out attack against Lyon here and hope that we can turn around. I just don't think 1-0 would have been doable, but when Rudiger started stumbling before he'd even lost the ball, and then that goal for Depay, I mean, it's just one of those things where, that's just going to happen sometimes, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a really difficult one, particularly if they score, which I feel like they will. We'd have to win like 4-1. We're capable of it, but I just think that we'll end up creating a decent number of opportunities and we'll miss them all and then have to, you know how it goes. But no choice but to go and absolutely I mean, you never know what we're capable of. Maybe we'll win 3-0, but 2-0 so difficult to turn around over 2 legs. We're in a virtually impossible position here. But, we managed to pull off a miracle against PSG, but I think we got a bit fortunate with that rather than being amazing on the night. But you never know. An early goal could change all things. Kante. Azpilicueta. I wish we had Reece James, though. That's the key as well. And, oh no! Well, I mean, we've already hit the woodwork inside a minute, and not the best crosser of the ball, I can't imagine. Tomori, Abraham again, and it's saved by Lopez. Tammy Abraham is having some success, though, against their centre-backs, which is a good sign. Emerson's ball. Giroud, just come on! Well, that's been coming. Early start to this match, and Olivier Giroud's 14th of the season. Remember, he missed a lot of the first few months from injury. Lovely ball from Emerson. Great header from Olivier Giroud, and within 3 minutes, we've taken the lead, and we should be in front. Azpilicueta, ball across again, and Abraham. He's making great runs. Kovacic. I sense a long shot, perhaps. Emerson. Can he pull it back for someone, maybe? He does. And Giroud does. Oh, my God. That should have been That should have been another one. Giroud and Abraham are dominating their centre-backs in the air, and it is causing them all sorts of problems. Kovacic. Pedro. We just need to get more and more balls in. Pulisic. Can he whip it across for someone? He's gone for goal. Go on, look across the pitch for Pulisic. Oh, my God. We're tearing them apart here. This is great. Pulisic. Ball across and Giroud. Yes, come on. Olivier Giroud. 10 minutes in, and we're already 2 goals to the good against Lyon. Tie has been leveled up inside 10 minutes. Well, this is quite a turn up for the books. What about this performance from Olivier Giroud? Superb ball again. They look so vulnerable on the break. Pulisic, brilliant stuff again. Just drops it inside, and Giroud with the full volley. Brilliant stuff. Can he go to the back post? And it's Pulisic! What a save that is from Lopez. My God. We are thrashing them so far. Lyon have got to do something here because it ain't happening for him at the moment. Kovacic, just looking behind. Players for days. Abraham's in. Oh, Giroud again. He's peeling out wide this time. Pulisic. Go on, swap over, lads. Azpilicueta. Pick out one for Abraham, not quite. Kovacic wins it in the air. Flicks back to him. Pedro. Overlap. Emerson, he's going to shoot, isn't he? He kind of, maybe. No, still got it. He's so good at winning the ball. Abraham, and it's a brilliant save again from Lopez. Watch them score with their first shot on target anyway, though. And again, beautiful defending. Pulisic. Across for Pedro. Emerson's on the overlap. They cannot handle us at the moment. Oh, drops it through for Pedro. He can't turn and find the shot. Memphis. Oh, hang on, Dembele's in. Well, I guess when a 1-on-1 is needed, it is scored. Their first shot of the match. After 27 minutes of absolute battering, they finally get an opportunity to go through on goal, and they've actually put it in the back of the net. Still, we need another 2 goals now. Abraham. Giroud. Kovacic. Kante. And Azpilicueta. It just will not go in, will it? What on earth is this? Didn't cross the line. Yeah, we get it. I don't know how that didn't cross the line. Surely the angle of it hitting the post means it would have gone in. Well, I mean, I have no words, to be honest. We've had 10 shots on target in the first half, created a buttload of opportunities. They've had 1 shot on target from a 1-on-1 and it actually went in. Oh, I thought there was going to be a card coming out there. Giroud. Out wide for Azpilicueta. Can he pull a ball in? Someone Giroud again? Oh, yes! Olivier Giroud makes it 3-1 now and has completed his hat-trick. Probably one of the more difficult opportunities we've actually had tonight, but it is Chelsea 3, Lyon 1, and we've still got 40-odd minutes in this game. Really nice build-up, actually, for Azpilicueta to find this ball. Giroud with a nice touch. A difficult one. The goalkeeper really should do better there, but we'll take it. If we still haven't created, we're going to have to go to very attacking right now, because as everything stands, we're going out. Emerson's ball. And Rudiger! Come on! Chelsea 4, Lyon 1. Antonio Rudiger gives us the lead by a 4th goal. And I don't believe that we've had to do this again. What a ball in. And Rudiger is up and at him. And it's Chelsea 4, Lyon 1. But we literally cannot afford to sit off. Because with the style of football that Lyon have still set up to play, we need to maintain this pressing game. Because it's the only way to pin them in to Mori. And they've still only had one shot in the entire game. And Batshuayi! We want to make sure that we've still got... There we go. Look, again, this is why. Because you can win the ball in these situations and keep pressing forward. Pulisic is going to get behind here. He's going to have a shot. Oh, I thought he was going to get fouled there. Look at the number of chances. Let's keep it out wide there. Emerson. Just go to the corner flag. Mason Mount. Back for Emerson. Nice press. And Giroud's header. And it's tipped over by Lopez. We nearly had a 5th goal. Bloody hell. I cannot believe we're actually on the verge of doing this. And Batshuayi, and it's tipped over by Lopez again. And you can't argue with our deservingness of the result on the night. And Giroud has headed against the crossbar. Ah, he's offside again anyway. We thoroughly deserved that result. I cannot believe we've done that 2 matches in a row. The horrendous performance against them in the away match. But we deserved the result that we got on the night. We probably could have had more goals to create 9 chances in one match. Amazing stuff. Their only real opportunity was Dembele's 1-on-1, which he took. My God, we're in the Champions League semi-finals. Have that the board. Wow, what a comeback. To lose 2-0 and actually turn that around into a 4-1 victory is mental. I never would have thought that possible. But we deserved it thoroughly on the night. What a win that was, and what a performance from Olivier Giroud, sending us to the Champions League semi-finals. Wow. I mean, it's crazy stuff. Obviously, it's going to be the semi-final next episode. It has to be, really. I know it's slowing it down a little bit, but I'm not going to just ignore the Champions League semi-final, am I? So, if you've enjoyed this episode, what a tie. Drop a like, that'd be gorgeous. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We are finding something now with our attacking threat. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.